Hello! Welcome to the stream. Okay. Well, hello? How's everyone doing? How many people are in here? Just tell me how many people are in here. It's not giving me a number. That's weird. Well, Orchestra, nice to see you again. Oh, we got 5 people in here. Yeah, it's, you know, if this video game thing and my day job don't work out, I always have that. So, you know, I have backups. So, today, I'm going to be making another asset for Floppy. And if you're new to the channel, we stream each Tuesday and Thursday on game development for Floppy and the Sleepy Planet, which is an upcoming game. We are developing it for consoles. I can't say which one specifically, but we'll be making an announcement soon on which one. It's good news, I promise. And we have a lot that we have to do from here till PAX. We are going to try to get a new build of the game going before PAX Prime, which is in Seattle. And if all goes well, we may be showcasing Floppy out there as a vendor. I don't know all the details yet. I'm waiting to hear if we got accepted or not, but it seems pretty promising. So let's get into it. Let me just make sure that I'm set for everything. Looking pretty promising. Hey, hello, Square Pig. Alright, so today I'm making our fun cactus. And I've been looking up some references of what I'm going to be building. And I actually could use a little bit of help from the channel. I could use some opinions of what you think I should consider doing for this plant. But making this like cactus pear, as I refer to. Which, funny enough, you can actually eat these. I learned that more recently. And these are the little pear parts. They're like the little red bulbs that sit on top of it. And here's where I need some help from you guys. I found a couple of variants of this that are very pretty. There's a purple version that looks really cool and colorful. There is another version that looks yellow. And there's another version that looks almost tropical. It looks like orange and yellow. Hey, but now you can 3D print cool, like, you know, Boba Fett Mandalorian helmets. So I don't see a problem there. In fact, I would just stop doing all this stuff. I'll start making, you know, Star Wars and all that stuff. I'll start making all the armor pieces. Hello, Vendor Cat. So anyway, stream, I could use an opinion of what color I should make the flowers. I'm really leaning towards this yellow-orange one because it's just so colorful. But I feel like I already have too much, I have like already kind of reds and I already have from yesterday more red, so I feel like I'm just kind of copying and getting more reds in there. So I'm kind of leaning towards the purple one too. Just gotta change up how I handle these bulbs, is all. So is that what I should do, channel? Should I make this purple version of it? Because when people think of these guys, they usually think of like the green with the red. I guess we could just try it out, and if it doesn't look good, I can always change the colors. It doesn't really change too much of my work, because they're fundamentally the same shapes. Alright, well, let's Let's try this one. So I got some other good news. We became officially affiliated last night for the stream, which I'm just as shocked as most of you are. It was super quick. I haven't set it up yet. I know. I mean, I've been only streaming for like around like a week and a half, but I mean, I guess because of the following of people that follow the game and the amount of views that we had, and you know, I guess they noticed and they said, "Hey, that looks like a pretty cool game you got there. Wouldn't it be cool if you had some emoticons on there? I heard you like those emojis." So I haven't set it up yet, but I probably will have it set up by, I guess probably by sometime next week. If anything, maybe before the Thursday stream. Haven't quite figured it out yet. I have to run it past my business partner, who, like always, is he's somewhere. I'm pretty sure when he hears this, he'll tell me everything's nice, and then he will tell me go for it. So I probably should just do it. Oh, by the way, everyone, like I always say, like, the whole reason why Floppy is successful is that you tell people about it, so please, tell them I'm streaming. I feel like I'm kind of reaching out, but at the same time, I want people to see what we're doing. And, you know, keep me company, you know, talk to me. An Emirates level? What do you mean Emirates? Like the airline? Emirates airline? Floppy's in a giant airplane? This asset is going to be relatively quick in comparison to the other one because I don't have to make thorny bits for this guy. I do, on the other hand, have to make a whole bunch of plume things. Yeah, that'll work. Oh, and like always, give me some music. I have music playing right now, but you know, kind of the fun of this is that you give me some surprises that I listen to. We have fun the other day when it happened, so you know, I feel like I'm inviting the internet to mess with me, but at the same time, it's a little bit fun. Also, let me know if the music is too loud or anything for any of you. I mean, you know, I think it sounds fine for me, but if it sounds kind of echoey or annoying for you, or you can't hear me very well, you know, say something. A little bit louder to my voice. Okay, I can fix that real quick. Alright, there you go. I tweaked it just a little bit. It's a little bit lower now. Oh man, you guys are just flooding us with that music now. Let's see how this goes. and it was like a whole level with time travel mechanics, which was really cool, but it was like a mining facility, and they never really actually did anything with the mining. It was all about the time traveling mechanic. And I thought it was kind of cool that it was a mining facility, and they were kind of excavating like a type of metal or ore or something like that, which crazy Zelda conspiracists believe that it's all ancient aliens bullshit with Zelda because of that, but you know, whatever. I thought that concept was really cool of it being like a mining facility, and it really got my gears kind of turning, thinking, how can I bring in that technology of Floppy but still keep that natural organic look of things? So the idea for this level is we're going to have conveyor belts, and we're going to have wind as the two principal level design mechanics. So in the level we're going to have wind that can theoretically push you, and sometimes sand can become solid enough that we can treat it as a surface. So like it basically bunches up sand for a short time to become platforms you can jump across. And then when you get more into the technology area, we're gonna have parts that are conveyor belts that you can jump on that will take you from directions. So that's kind of the plan. But before I get to do, well, while I'm doing that, I also need to build artwork for this, which is why I'm building flowers, plants, and rocks, and so on. So, sort of, you're kind of on the right track. We kind of want to do something implying that Kara was a kind of like a last worker robot of a sort. So you're on the right track with thinking that, just the wrong character. Sorry, I'm like talking, I wasn't even reading the stream. Let me see what you guys are saying. Oh, the concept looks amazing. So our art director, Henry Yamada, a good friend of mine and one of the people working with me on this project, is the concept artist on here. He's extremely busy, but when I nag him long enough and I cry and beg, he makes really awesome concepts like this. He's done quite a number of our promotional pieces for Floppy and a lot of our explorative concepts, so he was the one that helped with just about everything, to be honest. So I mean, I can show you some other stuff. So those doors that you saw, like level exits, vegetation. This was done by an art artist. She helped with one concept. Her schedule didn't really sync up with ours, unfortunately. She kind of just did things without really talking to me about it, so that didn't quite work out, but I keep this one as a reference. You can see some of the props that were designed by him, which are in the game right now. All of these are in the first world, actually. The music is still louder than me. Wow, okay. Hold on, let me fix that further. Alright, there we go. I've lowered the music pretty significantly, so, you know, tell me if that works. Yeah, so there's a lot of concepts that Henry made that have kind of helped with the flow of the game. And then after I got on Henry about other things that we needed, Henry helped out with a lot of other stuff too. Like he helped out with the proposal for the initial title screen. This is the original concept of the title screen that eventually I turned this into a full 3D scene, but still have a lot of 2D elements in here. Let's see. Our cutscenes are told like a Trippin' storybook. These are all fully animated. Even though he gives me a flat PSD file, I chop this all up and make them into 3D objects. So think kind of like Little Big Planet. Like it's like a paper stagecraft play that's being told to you in between the levels. And this is how we go about telling a story in the game. And then even with gameplay, before we start building stuff, I like to prototype a lot of ideas on paper because it's very easy to come up with a concept. It's very hard to kind of, what am I trying to say? Rationalize how it theoretically should work. Like, you know how it works for game, but you don't know how it works for the character. And sometimes games just do shit that doesn't make sense, that looks really odd, and it breaks the immersion of the character, in my opinion. So I was, I worked very close with Henry with these designs. And honestly, even this still is going to be changed as we go. But we have a lot of game-based mechanics in here that we use. As you can see, this is like one of the early glide proposals that were given to us. This is going to be the throw that we're going to have later. These are designs for some of the creatures in the game. They can produce certain types of substances that you work with. So yeah, so we have a lot of different artistic things that we work with, and the little stuff like this, luckily Henry just kind of trusts me to do it because he knows that I can kind of hit the style that he wants. So I try to, you know, keep it colorful, keep it soft, and keep it colorful. It's kind of like an overarching thing that we do with Floppy, because it's a bunny. You know, bunnies are meant to be soft and cuddly. Oh shit, it's that boy! It's exactly how I come to hang out every time. With that smooth vaporwave playing behind me. Floppy, art assets 3D, foliage, desert plants, 3D, desert plants 3D, yep. 3D. Yeah, it is exciting when you get concept art because you start seeing the possibilities of how things can come together. Me and Henry have worked together for over 10 years now, so we kind of have an understanding of how we think. So when I explain certain things to Henry that I'm looking for concepts, Henry kind of usually hits the mark on the first turn because he understands what I'm looking for gameplay, which is what I care about. I try not to make things too artsy-fartsy for the sake of making it artsy-fartsy, because in the end of the day, games are meant to be played, and they're meant to be fun. And if something looks really pretty and it doesn't really serve a purpose, what's the point? Yeah, you can look at it, but I don't want to look at a game, I want to play a game. Smooth vaporwave. Love it. Who put this on? Who knew me so well to play this? Alright. Believe it or not, we only have to make one more thing, and then I just have to quickly sculpt this to have the little nubs on here, and then I can bake the sucker out. Do I still listen to Vaporwave? Not really. I listen to like the lo-fi hip-hop stuff, which I always have from the beginning. Back when it was like just instrumental beats from various underground artists. But then Vaporwave became a thing for a little while that kind of had similar beats, which I started listening to it. But then it got kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? Very meme heavy, kind of like the song's playing right now. And I kind of just fell out of it. I need to dig through some files real quick because I need to see if I have a flower that matches this already. You may see me cheating a lot with a lot of these assets because I've built so many plants already that I'm kind of just repurposing plants I've already made. Which, honestly, it's not cheating at all, but, you know, if you came here to see me do it fully from scratch, I'm taking some shortcuts. It's almost level 0. Question is, I don't remember what the hell I made, is the problem. So I have to kind of dig through these files and look at them. Maybe I can use this one? damn it. The hell? Guys, for real? This is even playing right now. Nico. Okay. I guess I need a spoonful of weeb today. Thank you. My diet of weeb shit was very low today. Thank you so much. Not finding what I want just yet. Oh, I think I may have found it. This looks close to what I wanted. Yeah, I think we're gonna steal this one. I think I'm gonna steal this one, definitely. But let me double check those flowers. I feel like they have more leaves than that. You just found out about an AR headset. Like, what, like Vive or something? I mean, they've existed for forever. You gotta give me more context. I think I misunderstand what you're getting at. Yeah, I think I'm gonna export this guy. Save selected. We're gonna cause one. Flower temp. T-A-M-P, because that's totally how you spell temp. Really? Is this like a brand new product, or is this like something that's like out that I can go pick up tomorrow or something? Yes. Okay, this looks good. Yes, Pinky. Cool. I mean, keep me posted. I'll be honest, as much as I love VR stuff, I just don't think it's... can you post a link in the chat? I think it shouldn't be a problem. If not, my bot may act up, but you're totally welcome to put that link in the Discord. I love seeing all that stuff, so, you know, please share it with me if it doesn't let you do it in here. What is this madman doing? I'll be like, hold your butt. I'm gonna show you. Cool. You did? You did. Alright, cool. I will definitely check that out a little bit later. Oh, no. I don't have this set up that it bans, but it will block certain things. I have to probably go through the settings of the Nightbot, honestly, because it's a little bit aggressive. I kind of had to do it after the first stream, though, because someone really ruined it for everyone. Yeah, replace. Excuse you. You're not allowed to be replaced. Nah, fuck it. You know, I'm gonna keep this one being a 4. Doesn't look good as an 8-sided pedal. It looks weird. Yeah. Yeah, like I said, like, I think all that stuff is really cool, but I try not to get too hyped about the VR stuff because I feel it's still way too niche to, like, really, like, focus on. AR is starting to catch on because of the phones, but I don't think it's as accessible as people think that it is, if that makes sense. I totally think the tech is cool, though. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I think it's freaking awesome that we have that. Alright, I gotta fix that one pedal. It's not right. What happened to you, buddy? Who did this to you? For it wasn't me. It's gonna look nice when it's done. Okay. Should I put one of those friggin' things in there? Yeah, I probably should. Yeah, I agree. Like I said, like it's gain there. Nice. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna check that out when when I'm not streaming. Okay, I really like the song, but the quality is really shitty, so I'm sorry, I'm skipping this one. It just sounds bad. Sorry, Dumb Ninja Cake. That I like that song, but like it was unbearable. That was hurting my ears. I do have the right to veto. Should I? Yeah, I think I'm just gonna leave the 1. Looks fine like that. Yeah, this looks fine. Fuck this. All right. Meantime, let me save. We're gonna take this guy and we're gonna take him into ZBrush because that's what the cool kids call it. Base the obj. I call this one export selected base.obj 2. ZBrush time. This is gonna be relatively quick. The only thing I'm gonna do is probably have this turned on for both sides. It's not X. I want. Do I want Y? Is that what I want? Excuse you. Maybe not. Yep, definitely don't want that. It has to be Z then. Yeah, that's what we wanted. We wanted Z. Okay, and we are going to, go down here, Geo, and we're going to delete lower. We're going to do Dynamesh. So that's the only way it should work in here. It's the best feature. It's the only feature you should use. And here we go. Probably gonna exaggerate these, so you're gonna see me go back and forth a little bit. Let's make sure it's going both sides. It is. Except it is not doing what I'm expecting to do. Yeah, I want more of that sheet. Hey, told you to do that. Yep. Then we're gonna Dynamesh and polish. Smooth you out some. Put some up here too, because why not? You earned it. Hello? You may see me constantly zooming in and out. This is how I could tell like how well these details read from a distance, because sometimes it may only be that big on screen, and the more noisy it gets, the more things start fighting for what you should pay attention to on screen. So I kind of go back and forth like this, but I think that's pretty good. Can I test a small game concept by you? Can you give me context? Because I feel like I could be opening a can of worms agreeing to that. Well, if you're asking for me to do that right now, the answer is politely no, because I'm working on stuff for Floppy. But if you want me to do some stuff later and check it out privately, sure. I mean, you know, just message me in Discord and our channel, and I'll see what I can do. Not trying to be a jerk or anything, but, you know, kind of working on this right now. Tinkle, are you part of the Floppy Discord? Yeah, the link is below. Join the Floppy Discord, then shoot a message in the lounge. How did I like that bunny picture? We don't talk about that bunny picture, Pickle. You jerk. Yeah, okay, that works. Floppy in a swole planet. Tinkle, the Discord link isn't in the bot. I don't know how to do that yet. I haven't done that yet, I guess. I guess that's an option, even though that was an option. It literally is linked in the channel description below. Like, you could click on like the Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Those all have links, and there's one for Discord. So if you just go into the channel information below the stream, it's right there. But I suppose I can do Discord chat in the future. I didn't know I can do that. Can you give him the link, please? I'm sorry, I'm like just in the middle of this. Floppy in the swole planet. God, it's gonna be stuck in my head for a while. Stupid. I think the live stream like lags my tablet sometimes. I noticed this when I was doing this last time too. What am I doing? It's, no, not slashes. I want crumbles. I think I want these. Yeah, it's kind of gamey what I want. Polish it. Yeah, it could just be because you're on phone, man. When you get home, just come back to the stream and just, you know, hit the chat. And then you can join later. Okay. This works for what I need. Time to make the next part. Well, I have the link below in the channel itself, Lone Wolf. So you could just come back to the channel later and just see the information, and there's literally a link right there. But I guess in the future I'll do this stuff at the bot. Sorry guys. I mean, this is still kind of new to me. Art assets, 3D, foliage, desert plant, 3, ZBrush. Oh. Foliage, desert plan, so 3, ZBrush, we're gonna call this 103. Okay. Oh, I almost forgot the bottom. That's a little bit much. I just need a little bit of detail. Yeah, I am personally a fan of the game before 7, being the one that I'm like, those are the characters that I felt something for. With the exception to Barrett and Red 13, I really liked them as characters, because they felt more alive to me. They didn't feel so one-dimensional. The rest of them kind of felt like, eh. But yeah, Final Fantasy VI is the one where I always think of, like, damn, that was... From beginning to end, I felt like for every character in some way. Everyone had a purpose for what they were doing. Okay, I know why I'm fiddling with this. This is just dumb. This is the part you don't even see. Alright, fuck it. We're gonna decimate this and bring this back into max. And then we're gonna bake out some low polys and start some texturing. I'm gonna have another asset ready to go. Trust me, there's a method to my madness. There always is. You still have to do Final Fantasy 3 to 6. Man, I remember I went on that pilgrimage when I was younger. Back when I had emulators on my computer and stuff. If you're going to play any Final Fantasy, and you want to play it generally for a good experience, I would recommend coming from 7 into 6, and then from 6 into... I think 4 was the one with the moon. I forget which one is which. It's the one with Bart as the main character. And there's a guy that comes from the moon that loses his memory. I'm totally brain farting which one it is. But 6, man, there's just... It is a pinnacle of good design, you know, as far as the Final Fantasy genre is concerned. Alright, for real, I keep like losing my train of thought with this. Decimation Master, pre-process, decimate current. That's what I was trying to do. Export Bud 01. Pre-process, decimate current. Decimate current. That's cool. We're gonna export. We're gonna cause one. Bud 02. And we're gonna go back into here. And we're gonna take you guys and we're gonna just call you low base. And we're gonna go back into the high. I'm gonna move you to the left pretty far. I'm gonna import in Bud 1. Oh man, is this what I think it is? Is this Wind Waker? It is Skyward Sword. I was close. Okay. So we're gonna move you to be negative 100. Negative 250. And we're gonna move you to be negative 250. Now what I'm gonna do is we are going to yes, thank you. And we're going to edit, we're going to do this, and we're going to collapse you. Collapse. I don't know why I don't have that hotkey at this point. I use that so much. See, can I get away with this? Ooh, I can. Only 4 people? What happened? Did I scare you all off? Oh no. I'm sorry. Baby, come back. You can blame it all on me. Alright, 96 tries. That's not bad. Excuse you. Control T. Ugh. That's what I get for doing that. Honestly don't need this when I look at it. We're doing it live. Fuck it. I'm curious. I'm just curious. Nope, that looks like butt. But that works. Yay. Well, you're in a weird angle. That's okay. Can fix you really quick. So in other good news, we have the other artist joining us again, so she gets to help out, well, help me out, help out with stuff, which is gonna be nice. I was kind of worried I was gonna have to do this all on my own again. And people who are, you know, joining the stream who I don't know, welcome. Damn it. This play? Shadow Hearts 2 Covenant. Did not play that game. That's the reason why I don't recognize it. Alright, and pack normalize. Such a quiet chat today. I mean, you know, don't be afraid to talk to me. You know, it makes me feel like I'm actually in an office working with people. Okay, I think we are good for baking. Just want to squeeze it just a wee bit down because you're pretty close. But we're looking good. All right. All right, it is time to bake. Easy bake oven. And get the name for this though. Focused on me creating stuff, huh? Well, I mean, as long as you all are entertained and you're enjoying seeing me do the things, that's cool. Desert plant, 03, textures, much big source, but... And... Yay! Brought in. Uh-oh. It fucked up. It fucked up not once but twice. That's okay. That's my fault, actually. You should always collapse everything, even if it seems funky. Okay, now if I export again, it should theoretically fix it. fix one of two. Uh-huh. I knew it. Alright. Once more, with passion, we export this out. And there we go. Okay. Now all I gotta do is just all the things. Fill up that green and give me a preview, please. Okay, not too bad. Not too shabs. Looks like it got all the information I wanted. I don't see any weirdness. Alright, I think I could just bake this. I got lucky. One and done. Normal position, curvature, ambient occlusion. Ooh. Nah, it's fine. Material ID. 16 and 1024. And a quick save, and extreme padding, and there we go. We may get a little bit of stuttering because I am baking ambient occlusion, but it should only be like a minute, so hold tight. What is everybody doing? Yeah, no one is really being chatty. It's being so quiet. Wow, Legend of Legaia. I knew they sounded familiar. Had to piece that one together. Hey, 0. If you miss, you are black. Thank you very much. And use existing channel, pick all the things, add them, add an alpha map at 2K resolution, and go towards where my flower is, please. Ah, son of a bitch. Okay, there we go. Sorry, I need something a little bit more upbeaty. Yes. This is where I want to save you. Except you're going to be called T03. I'm going to call you Alpha. And we're going to reset the cage. Because that was Butts City right there. Okay, and render. We only need one part, is why. Okay. And delete that. And we're going to go into the size 2K, do this, grab the wire, and open up the alpha. And then when it's opening, I'm going to reset this because I don't want to lose all the information I did. That actually baked up perfectly, but I only want to be that and nothing else. So the rest of this can be white. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. Save. Oh man, it's a Mojicon, Mojicon. Got our first one in there. Can't wait to get the floppy specific ones. Shit. What was I doing? You're right, okay. You're gonna make the low poly. That's what you're doing. Okay, so we're gonna make a duplicate. Okay, we're gonna call this one export. Gonna turn you off, gonna turn you off, gonna do this, gonna do one of those. And we're gonna save this as version 2. Okay, and I'm gonna detach you. Detach you. Okay, so bam, bam, and bam. Alright, cool. Watch and be amazed at what I'm about to do. It's gonna get crazy in here. Not really. I mean, it's gonna be pretty quick, actually. This asset was relatively non-troublesome to build so far. And for any of you who are wondering what I'm building, I am doing a cacti. I'm doing it kind of colorful and cartoony, but that's still not an excuse to do it poorly. So just keep him busy as I am trucking along here. Hey, Epic Inclusion came out nice. Blah, blah, blah. Debating about making some coffee. That's what I'm debating about doing. I mean the espresso planet. is gonna look pretty by the time I'm done. Y'all just wait and see. Alright. That comes a kind of boring part to me, but whatever. It's gotta be done. Oh wait, I was supposed to fix this. For floods. Hey, what are you doing? Yeah, thank you. Because they all have that slight little curve to them. And they have a little bit of a bend. You may be wondering why I didn't do that in the high poly, and the reason why is because I can change the shape individually of them more this way. And this doesn't really add anything to the neural map, so it's not that big of a deal. And even the silhouette itself doesn't change that much by doing this. So it's really... it's kind of like a freebie, I guess. It's one of these... I made one of these guys a long time ago, so I kind of have an idea how to build this already. And then you kind of just, you know, they just literally just grow off each other. So you just kind of build them, you slightly scale and stretch a little bit, and I mean, there you go. You have a little bit of leeway when you make these guys, which is what's kind of nice about them. And as long as they kind of make sense, nobody really questions it. Now, the tedious part to me is I gotta build shapes out of this, so... luckily somebody did a drawing of one that looks kind of nice. I'm just gonna kind of follow the same pattern to call it a day, because I don't feel like figuring out how it should look. And those will be the variants right there. Sorry if you came here for more amazing tricks and secrets, but the real secret is you gotta build a lot of shit in a short time. You gotta take shortcuts where it makes sense. Someone out there screaming at me, I know, somewhere out on the internet, they hiss at me doing this, but I assure you that this is totally game industry tech I'm doing right now. Actually, we're gonna isolate so I can get a better view. So someone recently was asking me, is this the way that you normally build stuff? You build a part of it, and then you build your low poly after that? And the actual answer to that is yes and no. It depends on what you're building. In the case of flowers, it makes zero sense to build everything based on high poly, because flowers are basically one or two flowers that you replicate into different shapes all over. It'd be impossible to do that based on a high poly. But if you instead kind of dissect it and treat it like a... They've it kind of like a Lego. You know, you're taking some parts of Lego, you build it once, and then you kind of reuse that piece over and over. And that's kind of what you're doing. You're kind of cheating it a little bit, but in a way that you can then make different versions of it very easily later. And that's kind of what I do with the plants. I build the parts that I know I'm going to replicate over and over, and I just make one or two of those, and then I bake out those into low polys, And then from there, I take those low polys and I start stitching together like Legos and making different variants of low polys. And the cool thing is, doing it this way allows for me to pick and choose how much geometry I really need in certain parts. Because just because I have a flower, I may have like 500 of them on one asset, so I may not need to keep them all at the same poly count. I could probably reduce a couple of them too. If I created a high poly and low poly, I'm kind of restrained to the shapes, and I can't really do that. Plants, I guess, kind of have like a little jiggle leeway, is what I'm trying to say. I got a couple more people that joined us. Welcome. Making a fun little cacti. And if you're people that have joined that are new to the channel, we have aside from me live streaming the work and being interactive, we do have a song request that you can play. So if you don't like the music, you can go on YouTube or SoundCloud and put a link in here with this exclamation point song request, and I'll put a fun song. A dumb ninja cake took no time to wait. Alright. Alright, I'm digging this. Alright, I'm liking this. pretty cool song. I'm liking it. Oh, looks like more people are joining. Word of mouth getting around. Am I getting internet famous? Is this internet fame? Oh man, Cosmo Canyon. Okay. I'm probably gonna make 2 more variations of this, but for now, I'm happy with this one. Man, I'm getting good at eyeballing this stuff. Like, I figured I'd be somewhere around that triangle count. But we can always do better. Let's test something really quick. I'm gonna see how this looks, and if it doesn't work, then I'll reverse it. Oop, wait, that was the wrong one. Yep, that doesn't do anything for silhouettes, so we totally could probably crunch this down. So we're gonna do that for all of them really quick. I don't normally care about geometry that much, but if you can save geometry in places that make sense based on scale and size, then you should. These guys, I thought they would be bigger by the time I was done, and I realized they're really not, so they don't need as much geometry as I gave it. So I could do one of these, do one of these, collapse, and there you go. We have now saved some geometry in these guys. Ooh, wait, hold on. Hold on. We may have a problem. Ah, damn it. Almost. So close. Oh, well. Yep, the cactus family is going to be growing. That sucks. But at the same time, who cares? Do you care, Remy? Nope, I don't fucking care. Well, there you go. You heard it here, folks. Remy doesn't fucking care. Many cacti, so spike, wow. Okay, let's export selected. Hey, for real, man. Yeah. What the hell is this playing right now? Golden Sun. Wow, man, that brought me back. No. They're just purely decorative. They're just set dress. In fact, in Floppy, one of the principal game designs is that Floppy doesn't have a life bar or anything. He doesn't get hurt, but it's more based on, there are environmental things that can harm Floppy, but he never really dies. He kind of gets teleported back to safety, or he gets grabbed by Kara. But these are just decorative, which is why I'm making them bright and colorful and interesting shapes and so on. I need to do two things really quick. I need to go to Perforce. I mean, theoretically, he is a robot, so I mean, you know, yeah, you just see little scratches end up on him or something. The paint job gets ruined by the end of the stage. I could do that. That actually would be kind of funny. See, like little scratch marks on his butt. Yeah, there are going to be some things that are harmful, but it's going to be very telegraphed to the player, those things that can be harmful. And again, based on the design, Floppy doesn't really die, and it won't really like be a game over. It'll be more like a, you go back to the previous checkpoint because you did the thing incorrectly. Yeah, poor bun butt. I need to check this out is what I need to do. So I'm going to create a quick smart material so I don't have to even repaint this that much. Because my color scheme would be very similar to what I have. I don't think I painted anything, luckily. Yes! Go, Remy! You did the smart thing. Create smart material. And we're going to rename you Floppy Cactus. Alright, awesome. Now I can texture the new one pretty easily. Three textures, bakes. That's wrong. Hold on. What in the... What's going on here? You little sneaky sneaker, you. Let's check your UVs really quick. Son of a bitch. Set ID. Okay, fine. Set ID 1. There we go. That was dumb, but whatever. Alright, we're doing the purple version of this. I forgot. What am I doing? Texture settings, that's what you're doing. And you're going to select your normal map, your world space, your ID map, your AO, your curve, and your position. Okay. Look at that. It's all cute. But what I'm going to do is... boop! Ship it! Oh man, I love Substance for this exact reason. Just, boop, done. Ship it, guys. That's it. Just pack it up, we're done. No, we're not done. We are in a great foundation to do the next parts, though. So I can just add a mask real quick for the parts that matter. Pick the color, it's going to be the blue. What I need to do now is change up these guys to be red. I'm curious if I can cheat further and instead of doing that. Fuck it, we're just gonna do it in Substance. I'm gonna add paint. Doing it by UV. Yes. Cactus, and we're gonna call this one Cactus Plume. I'll probably change the yellow into that purple tone if that goes well. Let me see if I can do that from here. Instead of the yellow, let's do the purplish color that I was doing originally. Yeah, go Remy. Yeah, boy. Be a little bit more brighter. Because we want to look at it like that from a distance. Look at that. Just look how cute that looks. It's cuddly. It's the word. The word is cuddly. But I have an idea. I think I want to keep the yellow. Duplicate this guy. And then instead of having those edges, I just want those inner parts. I'm going to make those purple. Mask out the other parts as I do it. Don't worry if this looks like butt right now. We're gonna fix that. maybe I'll be able to do through the mask editor, but I think I'm gonna have to paint over it. It's probably gonna have to do. Oh, perfect, actually. That's exactly what I want. Don't want the huge. Maybe I want the medium. Use. Ah, there we go. That's exactly what I was looking for. And then the edge has got the yellowish color. Cool. That's exactly what I wanted. Better. Blur you some. Let's see if we can just do a linear dodge. Multiply. Overlay. Color burn. Hard light. Nah. I forgot to leave it like that. I need to get you more in the purple range that I want. Okay, now the only other problem is we need to get more of that purple color in here. So from distance it looks good. Up close I'm not liking this as much as I did before. I think I might keep it like that. I actually kind of like it more with the yellow. Now I look at it. And I'll have these be more in that was the color I wanted more of. Yes. Good. It's not blue, it's roughness. We just want color. acceptable. Oops. Oh no, I named it wrong. Stupid fat fingers. Should be number 3. Alright, there we go. Might want to have a slight change of color near the bottom where the roots would be, make it feel more grounded when actually placed in the environment. Yeah, I'll put a gradient on it. I agree with you. Plus, I have a little nub there. It's supposed to be like a dark color. I haven't gotten to paint that yet. I'm just trying to get the base kind of put in right now. And after the base, I can go through and do my thing. The only thing is, like, it's the same asset that's being used over and over, so if I make the transition look too extreme, it'll look weird. I totally agree with you, and I'm going to do that in a minute. I just want to get the plumes with the right color first. Excuse you. Hello. What's going on? Yep, I came in right when Mass Effect started, so came in a good time. We're gonna do this, call this edges, and we're going to put white mask, and we're going to put black mask, and we're going to put generator, that. Let's see. I'll look at the edges to pop more. So first things first, let's get a color that I can see. Something completely opposite. Yep, thank you. Yeah, I think I may end pretty soon to do dinner myself. I getting pretty close. Happy how this asset's already looking. This one didn't require much work. And since I have a lot of presets, I can kind of zoom through a lot of this now. But I'm still trying to make this pop a little bit more. You know, I want to just, call it done. Gotta give everything a little bit of attention. Choose a different color. Yeah. A little bit purple. inner part. Let's do another one. I'm gonna call this one center. This one's gonna be pretty straightforward. Add black mask. Add paint on the paint. Follow. Pen pressure. I don't know why it keeps turning that off by default. It's so weird. And we're gonna change your color to be way redder. Oh my god, they finally did this. Took them long enough. Playing them video games? That's cool. I'm just busy here making them. But I'm getting pretty close to calling this asset textured acceptable. I just have to go back to the original shape and add a gradient and get that bottom part to have like a brownish color. And I feel pretty good about this guy, to be honest. I like the way it came out. It's simple and colorful. I just feel like I need something for the pits. Okay, all I gotta do now is go back to the cacti part. And what was I doing again? I gotta paint that out is what you're gonna do. Ew, no. No, 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 no. Get out of here. Get out of here. Okay. Let me check Discord. That's really unacceptable, Reed. Holy shit, that's so bad. Just stop. Oh, I hate that that makes me laugh, but oh, god damn it. That is some shenanigans. To create a new fill layer. No height, no metal, no norm. Turn you down somewhere there. Add a black mask. We're gonna add paint. What I'm gonna do is have you base on UV. Yep. It's not doing pin pressure again. Oh, it is. Oh, weird. Yep. Exclamation song request, and then you put a link in here. I like the way this looks. I'll save this, and we are going to export this guy though. We're gonna make you a 1024. Foliage, desert plains, there, export, let's do it. Open the folder. Conventions are important. Excuse you. Control-Alt-I. Shoot, I did again, but this time I'm going to breed in an ass I made already. Nope, wrong one. Actually, that's a pretty good size. I don't even have to change it. Huh. Wub 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 wub. Oh, nope. I know what I forgot. Vertex paint. Yeah, this song perfectly matches up with Floppy and the desert stuff right now. In fact, you know what? Hold on, we gotta get that desert level going. I don't think these came out too bad. I'm gonna fix that little seam, but whatever. Okay. Well, probably take a quick screenshot of this and probably call it an evening. I want to grab dinner. But fun stream. We got some cool desert plants put in the game. I have to make another variant of it, but I'll do that off screen. And I guess I'll take a screenshot of this stuff, but I'm gonna do it in a better area. I don't like the way the light looks here. Looks darker for some reason. Grab Floppy. Yeah, did it have a new trailer up? I'll promote that in Discord if that's the case. there, move your fat ass. Jeez, try to get a good shot. You're in the way. No, stick to my left side. Ugh, stupid blackboard logic. There we go. It's like dealing with an uncooperative toddler. Okay, there we go. Ah, okay. I thought they made a new one. But yeah, they're for anyone who's not aware, Highlight Heroes is another friend of mine who's developing a game. It is a 2D pixel retro style game. It's a kind of like an esports style game where you play the game Highlight, which not too many people even know really exists. It's a very Florida sport, but it's pretty cool. They've been working on the game for a while now. And it's pretty cool. They got like a 4-player couch versus game that's pretty fun. Should definitely go check them out. They have a Twitch channel under Astro Crow. I don't know if they're streaming pretty regular or not, but you know they are working on the game. I know that they're pretty active. Floppy shuffle. Alright everyone, I think I'm going to call it an evening. I am feeling a little bit hungry and tired, honestly. But it was fun. I will see you all on Tuesday for Floppy's game design stream. I will be working Tuesday and Thursday this week. I may work Saturday on this. I'm not sure just yet. And yeah, it's fun, everyone. So have a good evening, and I'll see you on Tuesday. You take care.